Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Well, today is the big day. The iPad 2 is being released, and our good friend right here got one before everybody else.
And our good friend right here has insisted that he now wants to go by just one name, Akash, joining us, our tech expert. Oh, now you're all humble about it. You're like, I want to be one.
Well, the name iPad was already taken, so I Akash. How about that?
Akash, you had the first iPad when it first came out.
I did.
You've had this one, and you've been allowed to test it because Apple loves you more than they love us.
Oh, well.
When did you get it, first of all?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
So what do you think, and what are the differences between the iPad and the iPad 2?
Well, visually, it's skinnier, it's thinner.
Yeah.
In fact, it's thinner than the iPhone 4, which is already the thinnest smartphone in the world.
It's almost disturbingly thin, actually. When you pick it up, it feels so inconsequential in a way. It's sort of...
People can see if they look at the side.
Yeah, here, I'll just turn
it.
I'll just turn it on the side here. So you can see, oh, there we go.
So it's
like a
thin,
razor.
and what it has that the other iPad does not is it has FaceTime and a camera, and what else is different?
Exactly. Well, the camera, there's actually two cameras. There's a VGA camera on the front, and there's an HD 720p camera on the back. So you
HD one?
HD camera on the back. So it's just like the iPhone 4. And the screen size
people will now be walking around with their iPads like this around the city.
Yeah, instead of the big cameras, right?
Yeah.
So the screen is the same size. The screen resolution, it is brighter, and it's less glare now in indoor lights, and including sunlight as well.
And that's what a lot of people had a problem with if they were trying to read when they were outside. There'd be reflection on the screen.
Yeah, so it's much better to use as an e-reader now.
Okay, let's talk about actual usability, because you, of course, were an early adapter with the original iPad to iPad 2. Is it really quite a bit quicker, quite a bit faster?
The original iPad is still a wonderful device, and it's going to last a while. Now this one, the processor now, it's called the A5 processor. The old one was the A4. So what that translates into is a much faster speed.
Noticeable for you when you're using
it? It is noticeable, actually, especially when you're switching between apps, and especially when you're surfing the net on Safari. It's 2 times faster actually on surfing. Switching between apps, much faster. The background applications are much easier to switch to as well. And just the whole look and feel of this thing when you're scrolling through, it's just more fluid now.
Okay, let's look at some of the apps you've got here that are cool.
What are your faves?
We've got your screen up on our plasma screen so people can see.
Okay, so one of my favorites.
We have the biggest iPad 2 of all time.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the iPad 6, right?
Yeah.
So what I've got here is the new GarageBand. Now, GarageBand has been around for the Mac quite some time, and even for the original iPad, but there's some really neat specific features that are designed here for the iPad 2. So for example, and I'm by no means piano expert, but the nice thing is I can tap the keys, or I can bang the keys. And
it makes a difference.
It makes it
touch
different.
sensitive.
Exactly. So it tells you exactly. And then I can go into drum. Oops. Here.
Are we going to play the drums?
You're Akash Sablok again, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got a second name for that. Fiona, stop playing.
Now, get this. On the cymbal, you can tap it on the side here, or you can tap it in the center, and the sound is different. Now, for people like me who are completely tone deaf and cannot play any instrument, there's smart section. So if I hit on that, and it'll start. So the key's already designed for you. So all you really need to do is hit the key.
Wow. So you can have lots of fun with that.
And you can record it. You can record audio.
And can you play anything other than Jingle Bells?
No. I can do London Bridge. That's about it.
Now,
Her name was Fiona. She walked into a bar. A man approached her.
Oh my God!
Is that pretty good? Hey, that's what I would do.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. That just seemed like fun.
If I walk into an Apple store and I see you doing that in the store,
Well, they know me at the Apple bar
Mike's
already.
Anything else you want to tell us about this before we move on to the other stuff?
Well, I mean, the basic thing is, well, one, it's available in white now, which it wasn't before.
Good.
Yes. And what Apple's done now is I'm just going to pull it off of here.
Okay.
Apple's given this wonderful new smart cover made by Apple.
And we've seen this in all the videos, and you've used it for a couple of days. Is it better than the case that you had before?
Oh, definitely, because one, it actually shows off the back, so you can still see the back,
so
which
you can
is nice.
See, oh my gosh, you've got a silver one.
Yeah.
Do they even come in silver, Akash?
No.
The back is always no. That's the original. That's the actual iPad itself.
Oh, I thought it was black.
Yeah. So now on this one here in the front.
Those ones were black.
No, but I like that matters. That's what I like. I like that this is a big thing for Fiona.
Okay. So the cover itself.
I like the aesthetics of Apple products.
Obviously. You guys, the iPad 4 is going to come up by the time you guys.
Yeah, I know. By the time we're done.
So the cover here itself folds out nicely. Now the nice thing about it is when you close it it turns off automatically. And I have tested, it's like a fridge. You want to see if it's on or not. But it comes in the polyurethane and the leather, and there's quite a few colors to suit everything. Now, the cool thing is if you are doing FaceTime, the cover will hold it up like that. Or you can actually fold the cover in, and you get
a stand.
You get a nice little stand. So there you go. You start typing away.
Okay, let's move on to the other stuff. You've got your iPhone here, and what is it set in?
So what this is Griffin's Power Duo charger. So you can charge your.
Get out.
Yeah.
So you're having a little party.
Exactly. So on your nightstand, you can charge. I'm gonna get this thing in here. You can charge the iPad.
Break it.
Yeah, not right now. The iPad 2 and an iPhone or an iPod at the same time.
And that would be good to charge it up while you're doing FaceTime with someone or where you're.
Exactly.
You can put snacks in here?
That's for pretzels and peanuts.
Cheese or,
You know what? You actually put wine in there.
That's it.
And what is this one? Is this just a stand?
So this is just a stand. This is from, well, it's a really cool stand because this is the Griffin Loop. So you can put it portrait mode or you can turn it sideways for landscapes mode if you're watching
Look at me. I should have been a model on The Price is Right.
I know you should have.
See?
Been perfect.
Ah.
Except you didn't get a centered model.
And all the cases, of course, you want to have cases on these things.
So this is the Extreme Mac Tough Skin. So it's a clear case. So it'll cover up your silver in the back. But then this
what? Oh no!
It's covered. So it's a nice silicone case that'll actually keep your iPad protected.
Cool. And you brought a little toy as well.
What is this?
So what this device does is it just sticks right onto a suction cup. This is
so you put it on the screen?
just put it right on the screen.
I don't want to wreck things.
No, that's the right thing to do. So when you're playing a racing game, this is from 10-1 Design, and it's called it's called the Fling. So yeah, I mean right now it'll move stuff around, but if you've got a racing game,
it's like a joystick.
It's like exactly a steering wheel, joystick, and everything. So instead of rubbing your finger on there,
how much does that cost? That's brilliant.
That's about $25.
Well, it keeps your screen clean. Your kids' fingers don't get all over it.
And everybody has been looking at this today just because it's so tactile. This is a down case.
You know, actually, I was at the lineup this morning at one of the Apple stores. It was 250 people deep.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, this would be great. If you had this thing, you could use it as a pillow while you're lined up.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can keep your iPad warm and safe.
This is the iSkin.
iPad fight!
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
You're really annoying today. Are you aware of this?
I think that's fairly consistent throughout my career. So you may think today's more than others, but it's not.
Now, Akash, people line up for these things.
Yes.
People lined up this morning. Will it ever end with Apple? It's every product that they put out.
Well, I think what it is and Apple's philosophy is that we've got these wonderful products. We put these features into it, but what they try to do is they put features into it that they feel that their consumers are going to be wanting in a little bit. Yeah. And I think because of that, you're definitely you're in the latest technology. You definitely have a cool factor to it as well. Yeah. And I think you sort of grow into the product. And and it's one of those things where you start using it, and if you don't have it, you go, oh shoot, wait, I'm missing that feature.
Yeah. Well, the difference between this and other tablets are applications. That's the huge part of it.
Applications is the whole user feel of how it, the moving between the apps, compatibility between the apps, the setup and the ease. Like I had this thing in my computer and I had synced it with my computer, and 14 minutes later, I was using it as if I had owned it for a long time. So
awesome stuff, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can
and
go
thank
to
you for bringing
Akash's
it in here.
website to find out all the information about all the products that he has been testing. Thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break.